Hey Flosstube, Elena here, the Stitching Farmer. It's been a while since my last update, so I thought I would film one today. I was going to do it last week, but I was just so tired last week. I just didn't have any energy to do much of anything. So I decided to do one today. I've been running all over town today. My cat, she's like mostly an indoor cat, but she goes outside for maybe an hour a night. And a couple weeks ago, we let her outside and she came in and she kind of was acting weird, like her paw was bothering her. And I finally saw like a cut or scratch on her or maybe a bite, but it looked fine. It was healing up, and so I didn't really worry much about it. The hair started coming off of it though. I just figured she was just looking at it so much. So that was 2 weeks ago, and then yesterday she started limping and not wanting to put any weight on that paw, so I called the vet this morning. They were able to get her in. So I took her in, and apparently we didn't realize it, but she has a huge abscess on the back side of her arm, and we just missed it. And so they shaved her paw, lanced it, drained it, and gave her antibiotics and pain med. So she's doing much better now, and hopefully that will heal up. But then I had to go to the library with my youngest, return some books, get some new ones, grocery store, all that fun stuff. And of course I only have one day off this week, so spent it all running around everywhere. So that was my adventure for today. I'm trying to think of what else. It's been like a month, I think, since my last update. Trying to think what else has been going on. Had my youngest, or my oldest, he just turned 7. He's a leap year baby though, so he officially didn't have a birthday this year. Next year he'll have his second real birthday, since he'll be 8. But he's my little leap year baby, so he only has a birthday every 4 years. My husband thinks, he always said we'll save a bunch of money on presents, but we're not that mean. We still buy him gifts. So, gotten a lot done with cross stitching. I was working on those Lizzie Kate Smalls, the little stamp ones. Oh, I left them in the other room, but so I got September, October, little cute scarecrows. Let me see if I got sorry, that was loud. There's September and October. November, December. I like November, all the little colored leaves. And then down at the very bottom here we have January and February. If you could see, January and December were missing their buttons because my toddler decided he wanted to play with them, and now I can't find them. So I guess I'm gonna have to order some more. Luckily, they were both white, and that one apparently is the easiest color to get a hold of, so I guess I'll just order some button packs off of 1-2-3 Stitch, so it looked like they had it in there. So my plan for these, so I'm halfway through the year. I still got the other half, but this was my part of my Stitch 9, so I'm a 1/9 of the way through it, yay. And that was only, the goal was just to finish these 6. And then I was watching Fauna, the Twisted Stitcher, her tutorial on the flat panel folds. I think I'm gonna try to attempt to do that with these. We'll see how it goes. I've never done anything like that before, so I'm not so sure how it's gonna turn out. But I'll give it a try. I think they're really cute little stamps. So I'm happy that, you know, I set a goal and I got through part of that goal so far. Now just 8 more to go. Let's see, what else have I been working on? Mostly I've been working on my Chatelaine. I will flip it around and so I can show you close up what I've been doing with that. Pick in here. Try not to cover up the camera with my finger. As you can see, I completed the front of the palace. So this is the front part of Versailles. I even went as far as to complete the back stitching. So proud of myself because back stitching is not my favorite thing to do. This piece was so confetti heavy, which is surprising because typically Chatelaines aren't very confetti heavy from my experience. Now I've only act like I'm an expert, but I've only finished one, but the sparkling peacock was not like this at all. It was much easier. So you can see it was like there would be 20 color changes in one little 10 by 10 block. Not really any specialty. There is some metallics in there. You can see a hint of shimmer. Just a little. I like that little touch of shimmer. I did, I can't remember if I had done these purple part here or not on my last one. I think not. I think that's a new addition. These little trees will have orange and green roads in them. These will be palm trees, little ones. And these will be, I can't remember, maybe Jessica's. But there's quite a few of those. And then I wish you could see it better. The silk lame just doesn't show up well, but most of this is silk lame. This purple is silk lame here. I just love the silk lame. It doesn't get better than that. It's silk with sparkle in it. And so this light green and then this darker green is silk lame as well. I love, I'm sorry, my finger's not there. This dark green and the light green there are both silk lame as well. And this one, maybe you can see it a little bit better. There's like a little sparkle in that purple there from the silk lame. This here was quite difficult to do. This was using wildflowers, which is, it's pretty thick. I believe it's woolen, and so it's a little difficult to work with, but it didn't turn out too bad. But Martina was very good at doing textures. I love these little purple flowers. These are rice stitches here. So there's 3 different colors in there. There's a gold, the green, and then in the center it was a darker green. It's just such a unique piece to stitch, the Chatelaines are. They are expensive to kit up. You could probably switch out a lot of the silks for DMC. The only thing I wouldn't switch out would be the metallics. You want that sparkle in there. This one uses quite a bit of metallics because, well, it's Versailles. And it's gold. He was the Sun King after all. So I've got to finish up the rest of these bushes, and then there is another gate that's going to go on top here. There'll be 4 gates total. I'll unroll it. Give me just a second and let me see if I can unroll it here. Hold on. While I'm working on this, I just read the best book, The Nightingale. Sorry, gosh, I'm such a terrible with doing this kind of thing. Why is it showing that video there? There we go. That looks better. But it was called The Nightingale, and it's about World War II and the German occupation in France, and two sisters, their story of survival. But it was just the best book. If you get a chance to read it, I highly recommend it. Alright, so unrolling my Monstric, or not Monstric, my Almanac frame. Alright, so progress so far. I think it's going to be huge, because I still got to do the back side of the palace as well. Just love these ribbons here. I think they're so cute. I wasn't thrilled about the yellow floss in there. It's okay. It's pretty bright though. Maybe once you get up in the wall, it won't look so bad. And you can see the face here on the gate. And like the little ribbon with the crown, the bow, I guess. Lots and lots of metallics in this. I try to figure out how to get those holes out a little bit better. Love the pawns. I think the palace is just spectacular though. Martina did a very good job with it. So that's my Versailles update. That was what I spent most of February working on. Still gotta go back and backstitch this and this one. Maybe as a move the scroll frames down. But I hope to be finished with the top part by April. Oh, my kitty, the one that's not sick, she said hi. Madison. Hey kitty. She's a sweet kitty. She's just one of those cats though that only likes me. She doesn't like the kids at all. She'll tolerate my husband. Alright, so hope you enjoyed that. Someone had asked to see where my stitching spot. Sorry, it's a bit of a mess. I was just taking something off of the scroll frame. So there it is. All undone. But this is the Monstric frame that I use it from the side. It is able to, you can put an attachment onto this to hold it from the top as well, but I stitch on a chase, so I prefer it to come from the side. And you can see it's heavy duty. I mean, this is heavy metal here. Thick metal, I guess I should say. And it's got this bar here with wheels on it. Son was wanting money for a cone of ice, but then he was too sick to go to field day yesterday. So I guess he left the money on the floor. So this is my stitchy spot. Here's all the silks here for Versailles. Probably have shown these before, but this is the silk lame braid, the one I'm always going on and on about how much I like it. I just think these colors are just gorgeous. So see, it's silk with a hint of sparkle. There's the purple. Pale blue, that's what she uses in the water fountains. Regular glosses there. I just think these are just prettiest colors. Look at that deep blue there. Let's put one open. A little hard to do it one-handed. So that's going to be exciting to watch. Me struggling. Here's my kitty again. Hi, Madison. She's a little freaked out because the other cat had to go to the vet, so she didn't go, but isn't that color just absolutely gorgeous? Madison approves. Okay, I just want to try to show you how easy it is. Now this, of course, is already put into the scrolls, but sometimes I do have an issue, especially on linen with the almanac frames. Since it's so thin, it will want to come out. So when that happens, I'll put a piece of paper towel and hook it underneath here. And that way it will make it a little bit thicker and it won't unravel. My son is just chatting away upstairs. So then you just roll it up. And then once you get it to where you want it, just hook it in. Like that. And then stretch it out and roll it down. And then you just do that until it's tight. The son is not wanting to take his nap, but he's just going to stay up there until it's time to go get brother from the bus stop. All right, I just had one more thing to share with you, and that was a bit of stash. My cat decided to take my seat. So, oh, I did want to show one other thing too. So for the color chart here, I always go to Office Depot. You can do it and I do it through the webpage, and I send them this, and then it prints and laminates it. So that way I have a laminated copy of the key, which is really nice to have because it uses a lot, and you know, when you use paper, it just kind of falls apart after you've been using it a while. So it's not too expensive. Here's the second page. This one is the color code for the back stitching, but it was messed up whenever I did this. It's been fixed since then for the chart. This is when it was first released and it wasn't perfect yet, but Martina's daughter went back and fixed it, so it is much better than this now. But it is very nice to have, and you can see how it's organized by the different. We got the DMC, water lilies, wildflowers. Some of them got left off, and it's just because it was in its early stages. Martina wasn't finished with it when she passed away. So that is what happened, but it has been fixed since then. I can't think of what her daughter's name is. Ella. Ella has fixed it though. And I'm going to have a new start today since I finished my stamps, the 6 that I was wanting to do. So I have decided to start Peacock and Pomegranate. I just love the Carriage House samplings. I just love her patterns. They're so pretty. I love all the songbird and flower one. I've got them all but the last one, and she was going to release a new one in beginning of the month, but her father, I believe, had a stroke and she had to go take care of him. So it'll probably be hopefully April. Hopefully he's on the mend and doing better. This one uses all DMC, so there's no fancy floss in this one. But I love peacocks, and I like the pomegranates too. So I think that'll be a fun start. I'm excited to start that today. I use the Poco thread organizer. So I got all my threads. I bought this from Hirschner's. I've also bought them from Amazon. They are great to have because it's just like this foam material, and you just, these here are removable. I think it comes with 10 of them. There's front and a back side. Put your, write in your numbers there. And these are great to have. I probably have like six of these probably everywhere around the house. And this is just the called for. I believe it's it's right on it. 36 count raw natural Edinburgh linen. So I'm gonna go iron that out and start on a new start. Excited about that. So Julie the Gulf Coast Stitcher picked me up some stuff at Market, and I'm super excited about some of these. Let's see. I got the more chocolate bunnies. I also got, I forgot to grab it, the sulky thread that goes with this. There's 8 colors. I have never used this before, so I'm excited about trying this out. I believe if you use it on 32 count, 1 strand should be enough. Possibly smaller than that, you might want to double up though. But very nice looking. So I'm excited about trying that out. I've used their metallic just to grid with, but I've never actually stitched with it. Anything like that. I got the new Plum Street sampler, Box View. I have one more of these with the animals stacked on top of each other. I think I have the cow pile one. I want to say that's the other one I have. I got the new Rosewood Manor. This is Flower of Seasons. So you got all 4 seasons there. And I think I'm just gonna stitch it like that. Also got I love flamingos. I live in Florida, so I love all my ocean birds. Pelicans, flamingos, seagulls. Also, I had to get these. So I'm a pharmacist, and I was also born the day before Halloween, so this is like just meant for me. And there's gonna be 9 of these. And I just think these are just so cute. You got Bitter Brew, Broomstick Fuel. That one looks like it'll be fun to stitch. And then Bat Balm. Sing for your wing. I just love the little sayings on there. Super cute. This one has some satin stitches on it, so that should be interesting. And then lastly, I've never stitched a sampler before. So I spent a long time looking through samplers, trying to decide which one I'd want to stitch for my first sampler. And I finally decided on Eliza Bell Cox's Hand Across the Sea. I love floral designs. And I like the bird too. The thing's okay. And it's got history here about Eliza Bell Cox, the girl who did the design. And then I'll just show like a little peek here. So it's colored, which I like. I hate stitch on black and white patterns, but hey, you know, it's expensive print color, I get it. And I'm gonna butcher this, but the silk that's used is soy da alger. I'll just zoom it on in there. Don't know how to pronounce that. Good luck. I looked up the cost. You can get, some places sell the silk pack for this. It's pretty expensive. I mean, it's silk. So I'm still debating if I want to go with that or if I want to just convert it over to DMC. Save a lot of money doing that for sure. But then it is so pretty, and I always like stitching on silks, and I'd be interested to try that silk out too. So maybe for my birthday. It's kind of far away. It's in October, like I said, day before Halloween. And so maybe I'll get the silk. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm excited about it though. I never stitched a sampler, like I said, and hopefully it'll be a good first piece. It's 16 pages, so I probably should have started with something smaller for sure, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see how these are also, I'll just show you a little peek here, also in color with this Cottage Garden sampling. It is on kind of a thin paper. I'll probably make a working copy of it because I tend to destroy the patterns. I have many memorabilia that are in tatters. You know, you just open and close them so much, they get holes in them. So I've started getting to where I make a working copy. Actually, I do it through my phone, through a scan app, and that way I can put it on my iPad and blow it up, and it's so much easier to see than having to try to sit there and read a pattern. I'll just, you know, blow up a piece that I'm working on. It makes it easier to pinpoint too. So a little tip, if you like to use an iPad or Kindle or whatever, you know, there's a scan app that you can download and just get it right on your phone, and then you just, you know, make a copy of it. Never upload it to the internet, of course. Don't do anything like that. Delete it as soon as I'm done. And you can also have a thing where you can mark off what you've stitched already. So you just get like a little stylus and just mark that off. And that's great. I love using my iPad for it. So, and if you have any questions, you know, I do have a full set of DMC. I bought it when it was on sale with Hirschner's when they were saying the price was going to go up on DMC. So it was less than $200. I do remember that. And so I'll try to share that next video. It was a big, huge pain. I wound it all on bobbins, but I was just like, I'm just going to do 10 a day. And I just did 10 a day for, I think it took like a month and a half to finally get it all organized and on bobbins, and it's great. So I'll share that next time, my floss collection. So any questions, just leave me a comment and I'll try to answer it next video, or I'll try to comment on, you know, if you have any questions or anything. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm sorry that I'm not that great with the camera. I'm learning. Maybe I can get to where I can edit like some people. Like I watch some of your guys' video. It was just like the editing job you do is just amazing, just phenomenal. Like the British lady, her editing, she just recently started Chatelaine, and for the life of me, I cannot think of her name. But just superb. I'm gonna learn how to do that. That's my goal. Learn how to do editing. All right, so just drop me a question. Hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. And that did not stop there.